bothered. I got hit twice, I think. Of course. Okay, cool. I love getting hit twice. 3 times, never mind. This is going incredibly well. Not. This is going probably much worse. I'm pretty sure I still had a full red bar. There's 2. I don't know how I'm supposed to avoid that, I'll be honest. Probably shouldn't have bothered doing that. Okay, I'm just taking damage from everything. That's fucking awesome. Cool. Yep. Couldn't be better. Crap. Okay. First time he's done, like, chain attacks. I'm gonna die again, so that's cool. Not a big fan of this fight, I'll be honest. I get he's the final boss and stuff, but even still. There we go. Damn it. What? Fuck? God, you're an asshole. Yeah. Of course it hits me. Oh my god, you're a dick. Okay. Bear, 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 bear. Jesus Christ. Okay, I think I got him. Finally. Goddamn. That sucked. Jesus. How did you do it? How did you overcome my digital form? But don't think you're done with me. I've been designing this plan for a long time now, way before you even existed. Sowing doubt and fear, whispering and conspiring in the shadows, plotting a master plan and stitching it all together. Now is the moment to bring the Stallion invasion to your home on Earth, to conquer your dimension, putting an end to humans and inhabiting your souls. Because for the first time, we'll live outside of the source code, far from its system architecture. And we'll destroy you in your own home. We'll destroy you. Hoo hoo hoo! Ew! What? Oh, it's his, like, how he changed. Oh, God. You've done it, son of the Trichroma. I always knew you would. You fought fearlessly and with courage and determination. Now not only are you a hero, you are a master of the Trichroma, a supervisor program. Thank you, Narita Boy. I'm very proud of you, like a mother of her son. Narita Boy, now you can liberate the last memory of the Creator, and reinstate the Creator's memory. Once the memory is recovered, he can eliminate the Stallion event from the system. Look who it is! Now it's time to go to the public baths. Grandmother's waiting for us there. I think I'll go through all of them. I know the water's very hot, but you know how much it relaxes you and you'll sleep better later. We'll go back home by train, the Red Line train. The one that goes through the abandoned village you like so much. After, when we get home, I'll prepare you some noodles with wild mushrooms, your favourite. And in the meantime, sweet Leo-chan, You can play knights with your daddy for a little while, or with daddy for a little while. You can climb on his back and ride through the Great Desert. And after that it will be bedtime and you'll ask me to tell you the story of the samurai and his tri-coloured sword. The story of the brave samurai who saved the peasants from the evil demon and his infernal troops. And when I'm halfway through, you'll fall asleep and start to dream of that mythical place. The place you always journey to in your sleep. That place you call the Digital Kingdom. Oh, there's the memory. Yeah, I'll go through all of them. Why not? I said I was going to, so... Okay, so... Number 13. There it is. Oh, it's locked. I just realised. Okay, so first and foremost, we have this one. I hear his heartbeat, this baby is a creator of worlds. Now I understand, an old lady warned me about this during a visit to my mother's village. It was during a palm reading close to the temple. She predicted it back then, but I didn't understand her. She called me Motherboard. She said I must look after him, the creator of worlds. She insisted that I look after him in this and other worlds. The Ancient Ones had entrusted me with this mission. I feel that he's hearing these words dictated by the old lady right now. My boy from Narita, he will be Narita Boy. As will his son and his son's son. Creators, warriors, heroes, that will be his lineage. There we go. So that's memory number 1. Oh god, I have to sit through this every time? That sucks. Whatever, we'll do it. It's no big deal. It just sucks with how long it takes. Oh, well, give me the tutorial. My name is Lionel Pearl Nakamura. I was born in Narita, a city located in the prefecture of Chiba, in Japan. They say that the summer I came into the world was a very hot one, and the sound of the cicadas particularly resonating, but I don't remember that. Okay, I wanted to just double check there wasn't, like, another message I could have missed. Nor do I remember that my father was American, a Gaikokujin, and that apparently on that day he was particularly troubled by his work. But there's one thing I do remember, an intense light and a voice emanating from it, a gentle voice that sung me a lullaby. I remember my mother among patches of colour. A mosaic of shapes, intoning sounds from a faraway dimension. Mummy. Okay. I really wish they didn't do this. Every time. The first time you come into it, sure. But if I'm redoing the memories, I don't need to see this every time. It's getting old. I remember my first visit to the temple. The crickets were announcing another hot summer, the dampness of the mildew, the solemnity of something I sensed was eternal. I remember father lost in worry and the sweat beading on his forehead. I remember the smell of my grandfather's shaving cream and my grandmother's wrinkled hands, as well as her smell of decades of love and understanding. And I remember mother, especially mother, invoking the gods of the temple, 2 hands clapping, a clicking noise, and then suddenly bowing down in fear and trembling to an infinite power from beyond the temple. So that was number 3. We're going over 4 hours. This game was longer than I thought. Well, I mean not longer, but the session was. It will only have been 6 hours. And that's with plenty of failure too. I remember that day, a day that dawned immersed in happiness. I remember an intense smell of embers, my father and his American partner celebrating the signing of an important contract in Japan. I remember playing baseball with my grandfather while my grandmother and mother prepared one of my favourite dishes. I remember realising that morning that perfect moments don't last forever. Don't remember if there's anything else over here. Yeah, here it is. It was when I walked into the kitchen looking for some iced tea and saw Mother lying on the floor, in a pool of blood and noodles. There's number 4. Actually, I don't really need to count the memories. I don't remember which one we're on, to be honest. I remember hearing Father battling with fury, helplessness and frustration as he took out his anger and desperation on the doctor. I remember the smell of the disinfected room and fresh flowers that still didn't manage to mask the smell of sickness. Mother was very weak, her voice a barely audible whisper. A cold winter had been unleashed inside her. Oh. I remember an intense smell of incense that transports me back to that moment. I was numb, heartbroken. I remember not understanding that what I felt at that time in our home, now a grey decor of pain lacking in all signs of life. The people in my life, those who had always been happy, were holding back their tears as they looked at me with sorrow in their eyes. I felt an emptiness where my mother had been, but the connection wasn't broken. I could still feel her, but not understand her. I remember the rain pouring down, splashing onto the gravestones, camouflaging my tears, drowning my heart. I remember hearing my father and feeling that my very soul was breaking. I'd never seen him cry. The rain drowned out everything. If father was falling apart, it could only mean that the dam of our lives had been breached. I remember finding comfort under the umbrella of calm that was my grandmother. I remember walking away with her and my grandfather. And there stood father, all alone, immersed in mud and tears, a figure of mire and pain. Alright, so I know what happens now. I'm pretty sure. His father leaves him. He moves in. I don't remember, actually. Screw it. Yeah, they move away. I remember moving to an apartment in a neighbourhood near the North American base. Noisy soldiers broke the early morning calm. Ah, there we go. Father abandoned himself to his melancholy and slipped into an ethereal world of alcohol and silence. I remember those hot nights and the strange symbols I started to write on the wall, patterns from an arcane kingdom beyond this dimension. I thought father abandoned me because I'd written on all the walls of the house. Later I realised that being with me reminded him too much of all he'd loved and lost. An intense crimson beam suffocated my rage and frustration. We getting there? Really curious where the hell 13 ends. Oh, this is the horse races. I remember a new home. My grandparents welcomed me into their little house in the valley. I remember going with my grandfather to watch the horse racing every Sunday. Yeah, there he is. My grandmother didn't approve of those excursions. But she knew how much I loved to watch those stallions charging forth like rays of light, while the ground trembled under their hooves. I dreamed of being a samurai knight, sat astride my steed, holding a tricoloured sword, the colours of the trichroma. I explained this to my grandfather, fascinated by the mystical vapours of the hot springs. I also remember being the object of my classmates' taunts. I knew my blood came from 2 different worlds. And now a third world was growing up inside me, the digital kingdom, kingdom of the 3 trichroma beams. There we go. Oh, the gap's closing. Ah, there we go. I remember the moment when I waved goodbye to my childhood and my personal belongings. The last goodbye to my grandfather's photo. Oh, his grandfather died. I didn't realise. And that's his grandmother. I remember saying goodbye to my grandmother without a kiss or a hug, just as I had been taught. It didn't matter that we longed to hold each other, because we knew, in doing that, we would just make our parting harder. I knew I would miss her, tough and stringy in her kimono, like the bamboo trees in the forests of time. I crossed the Lost Forest, the one that connects all the dimensions, to try and find myself. During my journey, I meditated and intensified my signal with the energy of the trichroma, an energy that flowed in me or through me, I never knew which. An energy that welled up spontaneously when Mother left us and was balanced in the center of the three beams. Naka, the kanji character that symbolizes the center, the equilibrium. Years went by and then I met her. She gave me her love and I gave her what remained of mine. After leaving the Lost Forest, a new connection was formed. Had formed. God. Yeah, they moved in, they were engaged. We got engaged, everything happened very quickly. Then we had a son. End of memory. I'm just thinking what happens next. Wife leaves. Becomes a cult. Gets arrested. I remember the trichroma was dumping data that was overclocking my mind. I designed the architecture of a digital kingdom during nights that turned into days and then back into nights. I was so immersed in these complex functions and impossible algorithms that I didn't realize that my wife no longer felt like part of the equation. Understandably, you ignored her. She left me, taking our son with her. Not like she wanted to. He was essentially neglecting both her and his son, so what did he expect? Acolytes hailing from many places gathered at my door. Cloaked in red, they let themselves be seduced by a dark console that I created under the influence of him. That powerful program that either I invoked or found me, I'll never know which. Oh, and this is the cult. I remember realizing that sorrow and loss were part of the very nature of the red beam of the trichroma. A dark red and powerful force, unbalancing the harmony of my algorithms. The red beam took over, while mumbling a pernicious code. A dark program, him, rose up and whispered an arcane and dangerous code to me. The supremacy of the red beam was based on seduction and danger, power and fear. There we go, cult. He had made, a cult figure of him. I only wrote his malicious code in this dimension. He then began to disseminate his ideas through me and my code. Subject to his desires, I became the guru of his cult. The cult of him and his stallions, the cult of the red beam. I remember him whispering to me that the computer born of my work would be called Stallion Plus. He told me that he would use it to emerge into our dimension and rule the world. I remember suddenly awaking from my lethargy when the police arrested me. They had appeared in the temple premises. A numb, hungover feeling prevented me from realizing the magnitude of the imbalance I was creating. Okay. Oh, right, I know what it is now. Police station, creating Narita Boy, and then, yeah. She came to visit me, my wife, and she brought our son, the chosen one, the trichroma's anointed. They were both there, like the beams of the trichroma that were missing in the lost equation. It brought things back into balance. Thanks to him, I managed to focus. He helped me when the red beam had totally consumed me. I managed to reconnect from the center, Naka, with the trichroma. The equation became stable once more, and I managed to erase him from the system's architecture, or at least I thought I had. There we go. I remember feeling the trichroma once again strong within me. After the separation, I poured my love into my son and the project he inspired, Narita One. A computer that worked like a portal to the digital kingdom. I compiled my visions of the trichroma in a piece of hardware that was unique at the time. I also designed a game, Narita Boy, the story of the saviour of the trichroma. Because he was my saviour. He had rescued me from the red side. Once the work was complete, I just needed to find a distributor to market both Narita One and its game, Narita Boy, a tribute to my son. An old slot machine company showed an interest in my project. The negotiations progressed, and we soon reached an agreement. I went to visit them with the finished prototype to draw up a contract. I couldn't have been more surprised when I realised that the directors of that company were my father's two ex-business partners. I remembered their faces from my old life in Japan, decades before when I was only a boy and he had abandoned me. I abandoned the breakfast, leaving the contract unsigned. I fled as he had done because I knew the pain that I was beginning to feel would grow and summon him. The red beam would return to destabilize the trichroma. I decided to take charge of the distribution myself. I presented Narita One to the media along with its exclusive game, Narita Boy. Word of mouth did the rest. There we go. Now the only memory left. Here it is. Oh, it was a present. I remember being eager to give the first prototype of Narita One, the original console, to my son. Hey, that's a Back to the Future car. Oh, the Mandalorian, not Mandalorian. God, I can't remember what it's called. Ah, God. Who cares? Although deep down I knew it was a poison chalice. Holy crap. I can't remember what the bloody hell's the car's called. Whatever. Not like it matters. Because I knew that he was the chosen one, I knew that him used my weakness to destabilize me and attack the digital kingdom. And this is where the story begins. Yeah, because we are the son. I'm almost certain. And I knew that one day he would manage to conjure up a new and wicked plan to try again. That was why the very first Narita One's console ended up in the hands of my son. Rocking out. And for that same reason, my son never stopped playing at being Narita Boy, exploring and understanding the digital kingdom through that crude simulation. Because one day he would receive a calling from her, from Motherboard, a call for help to save the digital kingdom. A call for Narita Boy. There it is! We did it! Unlock all the creator's memory. Yay! Are we gonna get ejected? Oh god. Oh! Memories rebooted. I remember everything. Delete the stallion threat? Oh yeah. Oh my god. What a game. Stallion threat deleted. This was incredible. It had its moments where it was frustrating, but they were few and far between. Oh, it's his mother. The only part that really was frustrating was the train part, and that's purely because you had to redo so much. And also just annoyed to myself, him. Yeah, annoyed with myself. Because of the, you know, the fact I could have actually made it to the boss room, but didn't. Because I saw more enemies, I'm like, ooh, I could kill those. No! Oh! My trichroma! Sword. The hell? What the hell? Return to the 80s after saving Digital Kingdom. Narita Boy, it's dead. I'm very proud of you. I knew I could count on you. You are the true Narita Boy. Only you could help me remember. Don't worry, Mom's just fainted. She'll be fine. Looks like she's bleeding. I'm going to settle Mom in her room and I'll wait for you outside. Okay. This seems messed up. Oh, this seems really messed up. What happened? I don't have a sword either. Wait, what? Let's make the most of it while the coating of the hero code adheres to your molecular structure. Insert this floppy disk. It contains an upgrade of Me Against the Neighborhood, the Narita Boy beat-em-up formulation. But Dad, I don't have the techno sword. Where we're going, you won't need a sword. Oh my god. Oh, it changed his style of clothes. Is that where it ends? To be continued. That was great! Oh, if there is a sequel, I hope it's a beat 'em up. That would be incredible. Whoa! Have gone crazy. They attack the digital world. What we need is that was really good. It was just such... It's got so much character. Not gonna lie, I'm fairly content with that. It definitely took longer than I thought. I could have done this in 2 more sessions, but never mind. I just really wanted to finish it. I didn't realise it was going to take 4 hours, but, you know, these things happen. Man, I really enjoyed this. The music's incredible. Really, really good. It just, I don't know, really suits the aesthetic of the game. And the aesthetic of the game is also, oof, really nice. There we go. Woo! Narita Boy conquered. Oh, I thought we were done. Team 17. Nice. Oh man, it's so good. World. But in terms of what I'll be doing later, like, you know, if I stream again today, which more than likely will, it's only 7 PM. I don't know what it's going to be. I think top of my list after Narita Boy is Alwa's Legacy, so I might do a session of that. Or I might start AM2R. Sorry, Metroid 2 Remake, Return of Samus, because that's what I'm calling it. I'm hoping using an unofficial name will be enough to sidestep it. I could just call it AM2R, but I don't want to take chances with the big... Pardon me, with the big N. Oh, I can't stop burping. Oh dear. Narita Boy. Narita Boy. Yeah, Narita Boy is at top. Then I was Legacy, Metroid 2 Remake, Tomb Raider Anniversary, Nimana ER Chronicle. Ooh! I think I'll wait. I'm gonna say I think I'll wait until I finish Venetica until I start that, but maybe not. Mega Man 9, and then Mass Effect 2, all the way at the bottom. What the hell? Oh yeah. Cool. So yeah, it's either gonna be Alwa's Legacy or Metroid 2 Remake. We'll see. See what I'm feeling after I've had a shower and food. Because I'm fairly hungry. Oh, there's the music. I think this is probably my favourite song. And it was really cool going down the elevator with this playing. It was so good. Right, well we heard the karaoke. I'm just curious if anything's gonna happen. Probably not. It was cool how it ended with a beat 'em up. There it is! I beat it! Woohoo! Ah, there we go. It saved at the car. God, what a game! Really was incredible. Even with the minor gripes. The biggest gripe I had though was not even really the combat, it was just sometimes your dodging didn't do shit. And also the platforming is very floaty. When it comes to landing on the very small platforms, or landing in water, it was very awkward, but it all worked. Either way, that is going to be the end of Narita Boy. Thank you so much for watching, I hope you have enjoyed this adventure, and until next time, take care.